Social Security at 62. 4 key facts you need to know before claiming early. Hashtag 4 surprising facts about claiming Social Security at age 62. Are you ready to unlock the secrets of Social Security? Claiming your benefits as soon as you hit 62 might seem like a smart move to maximize your checks, but there are significant drawbacks you need to consider. If you find yourself in your late 50s or early 60s, eagerly awaiting your 62nd birthday to apply for Social Security benefits, you're not alone. After contributing a substantial portion of your earnings to this program over the years, it's completely understandable to want to receive as many payments as possible. However, jumping into the application process at 62 can lead to some unexpected challenges. This choice isn't necessarily wrong for everyone, but it's crucial to grasp these 4 key points about claiming benefits before making your decision. 1. Eligibility requires you to be 62 for the whole month. The Social Security Administration, SSA, has a somewhat confusing rule regarding eligibility. You cannot claim benefits in the month you turn 62 unless your birthday falls on the very first or second day of that month. If your birthday is later in the month, you will have to wait until the following month to apply. Additionally, it's important to note that the SSA disperses benefits in the month following their due date, typically on the second, third, or fourth Wednesday, depending on your birth date. For instance, if you celebrate your 62nd birthday on August 28, 2025, you won't be eligible for Social Security until September, and your first payment won't arrive until October 22, 2025. This timing is crucial to consider, especially if you plan to leave your job around the time you start receiving Social Security, or if your personal savings are limited. You will need an alternative source of income to cover your expenses until your benefits begin. Your checks could be reduced by up to 30%. One of the most significant downsides of claiming Social Security at 62 is that it is classified as an early claim, which results in a reduction of your benefits. The specific reduction amount is determined by your age at the time of application and your full retirement age, FRA. The government assigns an FRA based on your birth year. For individuals born in 1960 or later, the FRA is set at 67. If you claim benefits early, you will lose 0.5% for each month you claim before your FRA for the first 36 months, and 0.5% for each month thereafter. This means that if you claim benefits in the month you turn 62, you can see a reduction of up to 30%. For example, the average monthly benefit of $2,005 as of June 2025 could drop to just $1,404 for many. This early claiming can also lead to a reduced lifetime benefit. However, if you have a shorter life expectancy, claiming early might actually be the best option for you. Additionally, if you lack other means to cover your expenses while waiting for Social Security, you may have no choice but to apply early. 3. Your family's survivor benefits may be affected. Claiming Social Security early does not impact your spouse's spousal benefit if you are married. This spousal benefit allows your partner to claim based on your work record if it is higher than their own retirement benefit. However, the same cannot be said for survivor benefits, which are the payments your spouse or dependent children would receive after your passing. If you choose to claim early, you will permanently reduce the amount of these survivor benefits. Therefore, if you believe your family will rely heavily on your Social Security checks, you might reconsider claiming benefits altogether. Beware of the earnings test. While you are receiving benefits before reaching your FRA, you may be subject to the Social Security earnings test, which can withhold a portion of your benefits if your job income exceeds certain thresholds. Specifically, if you earn more than $23,400 while under your FRA, you will lose $1 for every $2 you earn over that limit. If you will reach your FRA in 2025, the threshold increases to $62,160, where you will lose $1 for every $3 earned above that amount. These limits typically rise each year. Once you reach your FRA, the SSA will recalculate your benefits and provide larger checks to to compensate for the amounts withheld due to the earnings test. However, this may not be reassuring during the years when your benefits could be significantly reduced. If you anticipate encountering the earnings test, it's wise to plan ahead. Ensure you have sufficient income from your job and personal savings to offset the smaller benefit checks. After reaching your FRA, you will no longer need to worry about this issue regardless of your job earnings. If you have any questions regarding these rules or how they pertain to your specific situation, it is advisable to reach out to the Social Security Administration directly for tailored guidance. You can contact them by phone or schedule an appointment at your local Social Security office. What are your thoughts on claiming Social Security at 62? Do you think the benefits outweigh the drawbacks? Share your opinions in the comments below. Stop. This one Social Security mistake costs seniors $100K plus in retirement income. Hooray! Here's the silent financial trap threatening millions of retirees. Claiming Social Security before age 70 can drain your retirement savings by over $100,000, a lifeline many mistakenly sacrifice. A wake-up call comes from the 2025 AARP 90th Anniversary Survey, revealing critical misunderstandings about maximizing benefits. While 74% of Americans think they grasp Social Security's basics, only 19% know age 70 is the sweet spot for maximum monthly checks. The survey paints a troubling picture. 2/3 of people don't realize waiting until 70 guarantees higher lifelong payments, even among those over 50. The stakes escalates with a looming crisis. By 2032, Social Security faces a fiscal cliff, an 18% benefit shortfall that could slash retiree payments by $18,000 annually. Despite this uncertainty, many Americans rush to claim benefits early, fearing reduced payouts in the future. This panic-driven strategy, however, often backfires. The benefit gap, a costly trade-off. Let's break down the math using typical example parameters. Full retirement age, FRA, 67, born in 1960 plus. Monthly benefit, approximately $1,800. Claim at 65, 86.7% of 560 month, start 2 years early. Claim at 70, 124% of $1,232, start 3 years later. If you live to 85, early claim, 65 to 85. $737,400 lifespan total. Delayed claim, 70 to 85, $401,760 lifespan total. Shortfall, $27K at 85, grows exponentially with longevity. Where it gets controversial. Survivor benefits. Spouses inherit reduced payouts if you claim early. 2. COLA bonuses. Delayed claims lock in higher base amounts for annual cost of living adjustments. 3. Longevity risk. Living past 85 compounds the higher payments, deepening the financial contrast. The CRFB analysis, Committee for a Responsible Federal Budget, warns that premature claiming amounts to forfeiting $100K plus in guaranteed income. Ask yourself, is breathing room at 65 worth sacrificing $500 plus monthly and potentially $1,000 with COLA forever? Why the myopia? Under 50 adults struggle most. 2/3 lack basic knowledge. But even 50-plussers often overlook key rules. The myth of optimality at FRA, 87% cord trim real 70. Misconceptions about trust fund durability. For every one person who gets it, 4 misfire. This systemic awareness gap demands a solution, empowering through clear education. The fortune takeaway. This isn't just about money, it's about autonomy. A $2,232 a month versus $1,560 a month difference buys decades of choices. Vacations, healthcare, or simply retiring without anxiety. But players often scholarships. So where do you stand? Is the short-term cash grab worth long-term financial sacrifice? Share your stance in the comments. 3 strategies to beat the $2,000 average Social Security check. Retirement planning tips. Cracking the code on Social Security's $2,000 average payout is easier than you think if you know the right moves. Here's the deal. In May 2025, the average monthly benefit hit a historic high. But as many retirees know, $24,000 a year rarely stretches far enough to cover modern living costs. The good news? You can boost your checks beyond that average by tweaking a few key decisions. Let's break down how. Starting with a surprising twist that most overlook. But here's where it gets controversial. What if the best time to claim isn't when you think it should be? Read on to find out. 1. Build a 35-year track record, if possible. Social Security calculates your benefit by averaging your 35 highest earning years, adjusted for inflation. If you've worked fewer than 35 years, those missing years are counted as zeros, which drags down your final amount. For example, retiring after 30 years means 5 years of zero income will factor into your calculation, potentially shrinking your checks by hundreds of dollars. So if your health and finances allow, aim to work at least 35 years. Even better, keep working past that if you're earning more now than in earlier years. Each additional year with higher income replaces a lower one, effectively raising your average and your monthly payout. Boost your income to boost your benefits. Every dollar you earn and pay Social Security taxes on counts toward your future benefits. That means negotiating a raise, switching to a higher-paying job, or starting a side hustle can all pay dividends in retirement. But there's a catch. In 2025, income above $176,100 isn't taxed for Social Security purposes. So if you're already earning more than that, increasing your income won't help your benefits. And this is the part most people miss. Even if it doesn't boost your checks, earning more can still improve your quality of life now, giving you more flexibility to delay claiming or invest in other retirement strategies. 3. Timing is everything when you claim. Your claiming age has a massive impact on your benefit size. Claiming before your full retirement age, FRA, which is 67 for most people today, reduces your checks by up to 30%, potentially cutting the average $2,000 down to just $1,400. On the flip side, delaying benefits past your FRA increases your payout by 8% annually until age 70, adding up to a 24% boost. But here's the rub. If you're in poor health, waiting might not make sense. Similarly, couples face tough choices. For instance, if one spouse earns significantly more, the lower earner might claim early to maximize household income, while the higher earner delays. Then the lower earner could switch to a spousal benefit later if it's larger than their own. This sparks a debate. Should you prioritize your own needs or your spouse's future survivor benefits? We'd love to hear your take in the comments. The bigger picture. Plan, don't panic. None of these strategies guarantees a payout above $2,000, but combining them gives you the best shot. The key is to start planning early and adjust your decisions based on your health, finances, and family needs. And if you're married, collaborating with your partner to create a unified strategy can unlock even more benefits. Remember, Social Security is just one piece of the retirement puzzle. Don't rely on it alone, but optimize it as much as possible. Still unsure where to start? Consider these questions. Is delaying benefits worth the risk if your health is uncertain? Should you prioritize a larger survivor benefit for your spouse over your own immediate needs? Share your thoughts below. After all, retirement planning is deeply personal, and your voice could help others find clarity. And if you're ready to dive deeper into maximizing your Social Security, check out our guide to the Social Security secrets that could add $23,760 to your annual income. Because when it comes to retirement, every dollar and every decision matters. The Motley Fool has a disclosure policy.